Wow, that's 2 shinies today. On the way to North Park, I was doing the special research. Nothing. Inteleon. We already got the background shiny of Sobble. Well, Inteleon. So, why am I still continuing the research? Ultra Balls. This heat is making it very difficult for me to play. I just don't like hot weather. Now imagine that while indoors. Even with the window open, it doesn't have enough air and it doesn't even get cold. Like the air is hot. Even in the shade, I still feel hot. That's how bad it is. What do you expect? It's summer. Here's the thing. When I was inside working on Bob plus Jeremy, in my room, even with the window open, for some reason, I still sweated. Sweat got in my eyes, and I had to go to the bathroom and wash my face. That bad, huh? Oh, yeah. It was. Why not take a shower? Because I take really long showers. Usually about 15 minutes in that shower. So I feel like washing my face is the way to go. Or at least putting a wet paper towel on my forehead. If it doesn't fall and land on my iPad, which it did. So yeah, those are the only alternatives so I don't have to take long showers during the daytime. Well, it had to be on iPad because I can't do it on my phone. Well, I can. I just can't have a wet paper towel on my forehead. Alright, so we have to explore 1 kilometer. Yeah, so it was like that all this week. I go to Bob plus Jeremy, start typing, I have an idea, jot it down, then I add it to the fan fiction, then it becomes an actual scene, then I start to sweat, I get a wet paper towel, put it on my forehead, and not only in 2 minutes in, it falls off of my forehead and lands on my iPad. So I'm like, I'm just gonna be washing my face from now on, cooling it down. And you can guess how much time that wastes. Maybe it's because I got Dick from Wendy's as that Minion toy, or the fact that this heat is making it highly impossible for me to get Bob plus Jeremy done. We're still in July. It's still early. Yes, and I'll be sure to rest before I see Minions and Monstras on Monday. Or Tuesday. I need to talk things out with my friend so that way we can arrange stuff beforehand. It's also kind of gonna be stressful for me next week too. And why's that? My dad's going back home next week, and I have to spend as much time as I can with him before he leaves. So I'm guessing either Monday or Tuesday, because I need to rest once Bob plus Jeremy is done, because I can't see Minions and Monsters after I finish Bob plus Jeremy, and I'm exhausted. Then I might fall asleep while I'm at the theater, or I'll forget stuff that I watched. So I'll be able to see a nighttime showing? Yes. My friend said, yeah, I could take you whenever you want. I'm like, Monday sounds good. So I'll be seeing the 7:15. 7:15 is the latest she can do. She cannot do 9:15. Or 9:20. Was it 7:15 or 7:20? Well, you gotta remember, there's also the previews. I don't want to miss out on previews. Besides, seeing Minions and Monsters today would have been highly impossible because it's Community Day right now. The showing's at 4 p.m. I'd be too exhausted to even want to go because I might fall asleep. The only thing that draws it back is, what about Bob plus Jeremy? How can I work on it if I fall asleep? I'm guessing maybe a 30-minute nap might work and I go back to it, but I don't want to strain myself. Either I finish Bob plus Jeremy tonight and just use the 2025 cover as a placeholder, or finish it tomorrow and draw a new cover for it. Because there's going to be a background. It'll have the Regals for background, the trees, the bushes. You got Bob riding on Jeremy's shoulder. That's not going to change. Then you got Kevin trying to reach out for him. And then you got the Dimorphodon that's looming hungrily over Bob. Because he's the antagonist. Or it. I don't know exactly what gender this monster is. It's currently an it, because it was newly discovered. But I have a Redactyl that's a male, so I'm slurring on my speech, aren't I? Yep. I'm tired. And fatigued. Here's how it works. I write down the scene and then I imagine it in my head, like with music and stuff, hilarious antics going on. And when I feel like a scene works, I go with it. But when I feel like it doesn't work, I'll be all like, this is taking forever. So I scrap it. Yeah, I feel like a 7:20 showing is much better for me because it's like in the evening, it's not that hot, and it's not really going to do much to me. Because that's usually the time that I go to see Illumination movies, not counting Minions Rise of Gru, where I saw the matinee for. All I can say is right now is you don't see Jeremy right away in Bob plus Jeremy. He's in there, but he's not in the beginning. Expect to see Minions. So you got the hilarious antics of Minions, and then you have the absurd weirdness of regular show. It's anything but. So of course you're going to expect some wacky, weird stuff happening. Can't be a regular show product without it. Even with the thought of not having Mordecai and Rigby, this really does feel like a regular show episode. It's like a mix between both. It's like a Minions movie and a regular show episode just together. That's what you're gonna get for Bob plus Jeremy. It does have an alternative title though. Warp 2 Dimensions. But since Bob plus Jeremy has been currently the name I've been using, I'll stick with that. Warp 2 Dimensions is actually kinda funny considering that this is the third Minions fanfiction I've written, and it's got warped in the title, which is, I don't know, very similar to Crash Bandicoot Warped. Wow, I'm actually basing it off of a Crash Bandicoot game. Well, you know me. I still think Crash Bandicoot 2 is the better game. Cortex Strikes Back is leagues better than anything Warped has ever done. I will never forgive those relics, especially Mad Bombers. I'm still upset about that. Yes! Who would it be? Anybody who remembers how angry I was on trying to get the Mad Bombers relic in Crash Bandicoot Warped, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's closely rivaled with Pogo Padlock, the Crystal Challenge from Crash Bash, where I'd say that was even worse. But Mad Bombers is a close second, especially in terms of relics. I like the relics gimmick, collecting them in Crash Bandicoot Warped, but Mad Bombers, no. I got lucky, okay? I got lucky that I finally got the relic on that. But it took excruciatingly long time just to obtain it and complete the game. The whole purpose of the Warp title is, well, the minion scientist discovers the method of time travel and uses portals to jump into realms, places basically, locations. And the way it's structured is like how you're about to jump into a portal in Crash Bandicoot Warped, or Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex, or Crash Bandicoot The Huge Adventure, or Crash Bandicoot Entrance. You get my point. It's like you're jumping into portals in Crash Bandicoot games that had the warp room. I don't count Cortex Strikes Back because those portals are different compared to the orb-shaped portals of Warped, so they don't necessarily count. They're kind of like gateways, but not like if they were in Spyro. Though, at one point, it actually was kind of the case. They were originally like gateways similar to Spyro. But since I prefer Crash Bandicoot over Spyro, I'm not saying Spyro's bad, I just prefer Crash Bandicoot over Spyro, I just thought that the Crash Bandicoot Warp portals were just the thing I needed to get this story going. So I'm like, we'll just do Warp portals from Crash Bandicoot Warped. Which is why it's got that alternative Warp 2 Dimensions title. It fits. Because you're like, Warped 2 Dimensions. You got like the world that's set in Despicable Me, and then you got the regular show world. And it's not relegated to just one location. Am I even close to walking that kilometer? I don't even know. Just note that you're probably going to see some kind of references pertaining to my life as well. So you're going to see something that's similar to what I've said before, something from my childhood. Once you read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'll let you in on something. There is a location that I'm willing to give away that is in Bob plus Jeremy. Playland Pizza. This is closely similar to Round Table Pizza Playland, which used to be in Santa Maria until it shut down. And that was a place I used to go to when I was a child. Granted, there was also Chuck E. Cheese's and Straw Hat Pizza, but Playland hit differently. I liked Playland Pizza. Well, Round Table Pizza Playland. It was like, it had an arcade, it had an indoor playground, and I'm like, yes, this is perfect. Bob is gonna love this. And it just kind of worked its way into the story. So you're gonna see like references like that, whether Playland Pizza is basically a reference to Round Table Pizza Playground, or Fist of Iron is a reference to Tekken. Really? A Tekken reference? Hey, you know Tekken 3 is my favorite fighting game. Of course I had to add Tekken as a reference in Bob plus Jeremy. And the only reason I couldn't use Iron Fist is because that's a reference in regular life. And no references to regular life are in there. Not one. So yeah, that's one location spoiled in Bob plus Jeremy. Which is Playland Pizza. There's history behind the business, but I'm not going to say what it is because then I'd really be spoiling it. You got one clue already. But that's all I'm going to give you right now. There's a location in Bob plus Jeremy that is a reference to my childhood. Round Table Pizza Playland. I had one of my birthdays at Playland. I remember the place very fondly. I just wish that place was still around. It's like Chuck E. Cheese's, but with a big playground. Indoor jungle gym. Granted, there are like some things that you can remember from Chuck E. Cheese that are also part of Playland Pizza as well. Also the fact that the machines for the arcades accept tokens. And it's not that swiping card nonsense like they did very recently with the Chuck E. Cheese locations. And Dave and Buster's. Seriously, why do they have to get rid of the tokens? Those are the best part. I get it. You gotta innovate and stuff. But really? Why'd you have to get rid of the tokens? Oh, man. This heat is hitting my arms. They are hot. Even my hair is hot. I can also hear that people are already doing fireworks during the daytime. Oh, right, the fireworks. Yeah, those loud sounds are going to disorient me while I'm working on Bob plus Jeremy tonight. I mean, it's good to watch them when you're just enjoying the spectacle, but when you're working on something, it disorients you. I need to find some shade. This heat is hitting my head. I just hope I don't fall asleep after I'm done taking a shower, because this heat is going to make me sleep before I even get to the bathroom. So it's the heat's fault that it caused Bob plus Jeremy's delay. It's not exactly a delay. It's still going to be in July. It's just I wasn't able to get to it because of the stupid heat. But it's true. funny, I haven't been seeing any more pink fins. They stopped being pink. We gotta make it back to that shade area. And I need to get more Pokeballs because I have extra Ultra Balls. sun is beaming down on me, I struggle to walk. And it's hard to. So we need to get in the shade. So, you got two references that are going to be in Bob plus Jeremy. You got Plain Line Pizza for Round Table Pizza Playground, a place I grew up with and went to for parties, and Fist of Iron, a Tekken reference. There can't be a fan fiction written about me without having a Tekken reference. And now, Minions has one. Ever that feeling when you enter an arcade and you just hear video game sound, the attract which gets players to play the game? Ah, those were the days. Oh yeah, I remember back in Santa Maria, we used to have an arcade that was downstairs, and they had Mortal Kombat 4 as an arcade cabinet. They also had Tekken 3 as well, so yeah, and shooting games and stuff like that. The place was really loud. When I was little, I didn't really like it because of how loud it was. I just stayed there because of the Tekken machine, because I played video games at a very young age. But you should already know that. Yeah, I've said before that I played video games at a very young age. Primarily a rated T for teen game, that being Tekken 3. I'd say Bob plus Jeremy is very experimental and innovative. I really liked what I was writing, because I felt like, oh, this is really good. I should add this. Oh, this is even better. The thought process that goes into the writing. It's so nonsensical and sweet that it's just the perfect balance. So far, we still have only 2 shinies. Karma, are you any good for Go Battle League? Even though I'm in shade, it's still hot. Yeesh. Where's the incense? Let me see what I can do with the incense. I feel that with Bob plus Jeremy, I took some risks. Kind of like how Illumination did. I've heard critics were actually praising Minions and Monsters. They said it's the best of the franchise. Here I am saying, I want to see it, but I have to finish Bob plus Jeremy. And this heat is not helping me in the slightest. But while it's getting critical acclaim, the box office says otherwise. It bombed. This is what I was fearing was going to happen. Remember when I said that, I don't know about this, it's probably going to struggle at the box office. And it did! Wow. How much did it end up making? It made up about $14 million on its opening day. And I think it currently stands right now at $63 million. Ooh, that's bad. It's still the first week. It'll climb up. But this is Illumination we're talking about. They marketed Minions and Monsters, so they did really good in the marketing department. But I feel that what led to the colossal failure was the fact that Kevin Stewart and Bob weren't going to be in the new movie, which turned people away. That's a shame. A lot of people still don't want to see the movie. That is just shockingly sad. I just feel so bad that Illumination is struggling at the box office. And while I can't wait to see Minions and Monsters, I just wish other people can see it too and see it for what it is. Because if the critics like it, then that's probably a good thing. Yes, critically acclaimed, certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. When usual ratings for Minions are either 55% for the first Minions movie or 70% for Rise of Gru. So, why do critics like it? Your guess is as good as mine. But I have to see the movie first in order to find out for myself. Because I've been wanting to see this movie. But this heat has gotten in the way of me working on Bob plus Jeremy. And it's affecting my walking as well while playing Pokemon Go. Not to mention sweat's getting in my eyes. So, we'll have to end the stream once I make it to home. What should I do? Rest as soon as I get back. That's all I can really do. Families are having barbecues right now at the park. Yeah. Fireworks time is gonna happen later on tonight. I'll have to Brace myself for the loud noise. So I'm just going to be heading home right now, and then we'll see if I can get back to Bob plus Jeremy, because currently I am extremely tired and the sweat is already pouring down my face. So not good. My poor phone. It can't handle this heat. iPhones are not able to handle this type of heat. iPad couldn't do it, so iPhone's no different. They're already doing fireworks. Why are you guys doing fireworks right now? It's daytime. They're probably setting up. If you want to set up, wait until it's evening, not daytime. It amazes me what kind of merchandise that Minions and Monsters did. What did they do? Well, remember La Roche-Posay, right? The skin cream that treats the skin? Yeah, that's a really good one. Or how about the King's Hawaiian, the bread commercial where the Minions were dancing around in a costume? How about the Wendy's commercial where James gives to Wendy the fry dipped in the banana frosty? Well, there's like a bizarre one that was on Instagram. I'm like, you know what? Never mind the Wendy's toy. I want to get the Minion product that's a shoe. Yes, that is a real product. You just plaster James and Henry on top of it, and you essentially get a shoe. Who at Illumination said, you know what would be a good idea to put for Minions and Monster stuff? Minions on a shoe. That's way too bizarre for even me to say. Really? Minion shoe? Well, it's got James and Henry on it. Bro, it's way too hot. Man, you took forever. Jeez. Ah, it's a female. Looks like Jeremy got the last laugh. Yeah, you got the last laugh, all right, Jeremy. Once I get home, we're gonna take a little nap, and then I'll get back to Bob plus Jeremy. Sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, the phone's starting to heat up. It's lagging. Oh, let's just evolve the Pokemon. Alright, we got Drizzle. Yeah. This is a good place to end it. Right.